That's just a little bit of an update on the Caravan. Obviously, there's still more bits to paint in, but we'll have it. The festival's coming up next week, so we'll get it all sorted, get some more detail on there. There's more to be painted on there, but got a bit of the legalese word magic books on there. George Carlin's getting a shout out up there. Like give an F about a bit of numerology. I'm not a mason, so but I'm throwing it in as one of the magic numbers in the numerology.
Nice.
Big up the cabby, helping me out right now. Prisoner, 1967. Too much talked about so long ago, which is happening now, or which won't seem so far-fetched, should I say. Got a little bit more, so I've got to sort this out here, strengthen that up right to the end, and we've got to get the benefit found. Then we might have a new couple of characters in the Royal Speed Dial as well, and then we've got the old the Epstein Island in. We've got to get like the Nickelodeon sign in as well, and some other bits and pieces, and there's going to be probably a bit on him on there, photo of him. We have all the old ecstasy tablets, Mitsubishi's, white doves, and, you know, Dennis the Menaces and fucking microdots. They're all going to be around the perimeter or on there, whatever.
Is there a particular reason for that, or is that just for reminiscing?
Just to reminisce.
Yeah, that's good.
Big up to the old school.
Big up to the old school.
Literally. I think we need to get a
Jungle is massive.
2026 up there as well. Apparently this is the year in it for the
invasion,
alien invasion.
Project Bluebeam.
Aren't they?
Is it an AI invasion? AI lens. Switch to anagram it up a bit.
It could be. I was just thinking boat people. There's an invasion.
No, exactly. That's the UN Army stuff. We've got the people familiar with these.
Yeah.
Usually they're bigger than them, but he's done it the other way round, so it's all cool.
They're just further away.
Exactly. I'm going to get a load of them all dotted around all the bottoms, so like little pockets of them popping up as well. There's loads to go on there. There's loads more to do anyway. Oh, we've got the Homo Borg Genesis, obviously. The 72 chromosomes, mother, father, and in the state wanted to get in, didn't they, with their little solutions that we're putting into people's arms, which equals to 216. 6 by 6 by 6 equals 216. And obviously we've got the state strand.
See, because 666 isn't actually isn't that bad.
No,
it's what we are, and like the carbon is 6.
Yeah,
it's all 666.
So there's a lot of inversions, as we know, and at the end of the day, we can make up our own versions to a lot of this as well. Could it be used for good? Could it be used for bad? You know, because surely the so-called baddies, whatever you want, I've never really gone with the baddies, goodies sort of thing, whatever. But obviously, if they've got something that's good that they can use against the masses, if you like, then they're going to use it. So it's up to us to have our own knowledge and whatever, and then invert it back or use it for our benefits or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but loads to go on. We've got to get Larry Silverstein on here, obviously. All his money coming.
Oh, you have got the Twitter. I completely missed that.
But yeah, we're just going to get creative for it. There's loads of bits of ideas that we could throw onto it. We've got one picture that can paint a billion pictures, basically, especially with the Twin Towers. And we're going to have some drones landing on top of the helicopter pad on top as well. So just having we've got the vinyl junkie on there. We didn't mention either.
Okay.
Which I'm into my vinyls 100%. He's gone ahead, done the Sex Pistols, which is big as well. Oh, what, you want to do it now, do you?
Yeah. While there's less people.
Well, obviously, of course, there's a lot of people mentioning about one of the councillors at the minute not showing face, that's putting his hand up for camps exactly like this, West Toffs and Wrexham. But there's just a bit of information for people because obviously he's an administrator on his own platform, you see, so having the algorithms work for you and being able to push buttons to delete comments that goes against his narrative works wonders, I suppose, if you've got something to hide. But here's a bit of information. Now, ex-councillor Jenny just got bullied for 9 years by this individual. The police was actually involved, but it went no further from there. Then on your channel, as you can remember, Jenny come forward with quite a bit of paperwork with the £30,000 that was abused in 2016 when he was mayor.
Yeah.
And not all of the, shouldn't have paperwork proving all of the £30,000. I mean, that'd be just a bit blatant obvious, but the budget was spent like within the first couple of months or whatever it was, super early, unheard of basically, and then it built up to a £30,000 abusive overspending total. But so obviously Jenny being bullied by this individual for 9 years and all the rest of it, her reputation was getting, treated very badly, making to look like she was sort of the criminal. So she'd come out on your channel and expose him. You remember it clearly, obviously. Anyway, so he's come out on his own platform the next day, and basically said all these accusations, whatever, none of them are true. And he was the elections or whatever was popping up at the time. So he said, I'm solely focusing on the elections. Well, if you remember rightly, Jeff Mealing the next morning, because he does nights, he's come out and he said, hang on a second, if you haven't got anything to hide, why on earth would you come out on your own platform that you run just to try and knock a woman that's come out live on YouTube in front of everyone, and she's got paperwork to prove it? It's not at all. So if you remember rightly, he got asked live on LSB Film Productions on YouTube, obviously, at one of the council meetings, will you take a polygraph test? And if you remember as well, I'm sure you was there on that one, if not, the recording would have been on your channel or whatever. He said, no, I won't. So the crowd was absolutely shocked at the time, because they said, bloody hell, do you know what I mean? You've just been asked for a polygraph test over some serious accusations, but obviously with the woman proving some of the paperwork, it seems to be more, and he's saying no. So what was said at the time, right, your silence is speaking volumes, you're obviously looking like you've got something to hide, but what we'll do is we'll send out another email to give you time to think about taking the invitation, basically. So what happened was that then got sent, but nothing got heard of, obviously, because we know you'll never get replied to emails or anything. Anyway, so it went on, but Jenny, obviously, because word was going round through his video on his own platform, mugging Jenny off, basically, she ended up going ahead and doing the polygraph test herself. We went down to Ipswich and took it. It was all a proper one. And here's some of the information on it. Obviously, Jenny there with the thingy-majiggy around the date for it, 19th of May 2023. So it was over a few years ago now, sort of thing. And here's the results. Well, the questions: did you take part in an interview online relating overspending of public funds? Question. Subject answered yes. Question 2, was the live interview edited in any kind of way? Well, you should know that, because you was the one who did it. It was live, it was straight up, there was nothing to hide, obviously. You didn't have someone deleting messages on your platform, did you?
No.
You know, it was open, it was transparent. And anyway, so she's done it all, and she passed with a 99.04% pass. Now, if anyone doesn't know, with a polygraph test or lie detector test, whatever
you have to have a margin.
You have to, at the start, answer 2 questions deliberately wrong. So at the minute, it's sunny and it's a Sunday, whatever. So you would say, right, what's the day today? And you'd say it's Friday and it's pissing down with rain. So you've got 2 questions deliberately wrong. So that's what's happened. And she's still got a 99.04% pass. Now, people say these things about polygraph tests and whatever. That's not a problem. Because we're transparent and we haven't got anything to hide, we'll run the test 100 times and we'll pay for it. And then if there's any concerns on their side, right, and you turn up and you ain't happy with the results, we'll run it again and we'll do yours 100 times. Let's get an average to this, because like I said, we're not the ones hiding it. And obviously we've got the other sort of, where it says pass, who's done it and whatever. So they're the 3 proper ones. And if you remember rightly, they were handed to the councillors, Terry Land, Terry Jeremy, live on YouTube through LSB Film Productions, and they both threw them on the floor live in the council meeting. So what is that telling you? What are you funding here, people? Literally.
Exactly. What are you funding?